guys, Dina here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a reseller and I take undervalued items and I resell them on eBay, Mercari, and Facebook. Sometimes Marketplace and sometimes through groups. So I have been able to cherry pick a toy collection. And if you watch my last couple of videos, you will see that I picked up a ton of Star Wars items. And so this is haul number 2. I was able to go back and pick up some things that I missed out on the first time, or I was able to pick better things this time because I had a little bit more knowledge than I did the first time. So I went back and I just want to show you what I picked up. Okay, so here is some of the stuff that I got in a tote. Actually, the Chewbacca back there, he is a 15-inch. He goes with the 12-inch series. He was not in a box. I did pay $20 for him and his weapon, which is his crossbow. And then a lot of this other stuff was in a tote of just parts and pieces. And so this is to a playset, the turret playset. This is to the Jabba the Hutt playset, which I do have a Jabba the Hutt that goes with this, and then I did find some of the parts to this later. This is a cloud car, and I've already sold one of these. This is a little, I think it was a MC3 or something like that, but it does have a little broken shield on it. Oops, I'm sorry. It does have a little broken shield. And it is quite dirty, so it's going to need a nice cleanup job. I also did find the Boba Fett jetpack, which bums me out because I did sell that Boba Fett. But, you know, sometimes you have the parts, sometimes you don't. This is to one of the cantina things. It does have a couple broken pieces on it, but I've still seen it sold, sell with the broken pieces. This is a Ewok glider set, which I do have extra pieces I found for that as well. This actually is a newer one, 1997 vehicle, and some other random stuff. Some satellite laser things. Did find a cute little lunchbox. It does have the thermos in it, which is kind of cool. So it does have the thermos with it, which I thought was cute. And then this set, this is an older this is the first actual storage case for the action figures, and it is in really good condition, although somebody did put stickers all over it, so I don't know how well it will sell. If you can see all the stickers, I'm sure somebody doesn't want it will pull them off. But this was filled with characters as well, the figures, and some of them do have weapons, some of them do not, so I will have to pair up some weapons with these guys. And then this is the top tray. Darth Vader does have his nice lightsaber. It's not broken off. So that was some stuff that I got the second round. And then this is the rest of this tote. So there is some mini collections in here. There was a micro machine collection, and so there's some of those in here. And then there's just parts and pieces. There's some diorama parts, which these are vintage because you can tell somebody has tried to make them more sturdy and last longer. So yeah. And then this one is a diorama of the cantina. So that could have went with some of the play sets at one point. But, and then there's other random figures Some of this is a new one. There's some parts in here. But parts sell, so yeah, that was in that tote. So here are the figures that I got this time, and I definitely looked for better tips on the lightsabers. So you can see those are not broken off like the last ones were. And these 10 are of the first 12. So I do have a couple more to add to that to have a full set. And I did get that the third time around, but I will show you that later. But these alone, if Leia has her pew, and anyone that has their blaster or pew, they are worth a lot more. And then with the C-3PO, if his limbs are tight, he's better, because they were notorious for having really loose limbs. And I have a regular R2-D2 in this one, and every one of them have their weapons. So those are going to go for quite a bit, especially if I have all 12 of them. I can lot those together and make a really good profit on those. And these are some of the other ones. And like I said, some of them do not have the weapons, some of them do. This one does have his lightsaber. He does also come with a gun, which I do not have with him, but I may have it in my stash of extras. So lots of these ones are sought after. They have their weapons with them, so those are highly sought after. And then just some common ones. These are some of the Ewoks, and if he has his staff, he's worth a lot more. That's low gray. So lots of, and then I do have some extras that their tips aren't perfect, but they're still attached. And Luke is just a little bit dirtier than the other one. So some of them, like the Stormtrooper, you can tell they start to yellow after a time. So I did find a whiter one to put with the 12. And so I have this one extra. Some people bleach them, and a lot of the collectors do not like that. Some of them will do it on their own, but they do not like to be sold ones that they think are mint, but they've been bleached. So, and then this one, these, I actually have 3 of these, but I'm lotted this one up with a Tauntaun, and then I lotted the other one up with a Tauntaun set. And so this one is just a beater, pretty much. It's got a lot of wear, and it's actually even signed on the bottom. So those are called beaters if they're not in the best shape. But some people will restore those. And then I do have a lot of extra weapons there. And then these are worth a pretty penny. This one, the brown snaked Yoda with his cane, is a little bit more rarer. It's hard to see in these plastic bags. But he has a brown snake, which, as before, I had one with an orange snake. So he's a little bit rarer. His eyes are a little different as well. Oh, it's hard to see, sorry. So, and then this one, the A-Wing pilot, is in really good shape, and it is worth anywhere from $150 to a little over $200. And then, of course, this is the blue snaggletooth. He does have more of his silver on his boots. So this one can easily go for around $300, $350. And I do have his weapon. And then this one, the yak face, he is by far worth the most. He is hard to find. And this one here is really good color to him. And he is probably worth around $500 or more. I do have his staff. I did get that in the last lot that I picked up. So I was specifically looking for his staff, and I did find that. So he will be complete as well. And then, of course, I picked up a few Boba Fett's because they are They're very sought after. There's several variances on them. So, and then I did get a snow trooper with his cape, which it's hard to find them with the cape. So I really tried to look for better figures this time. So got pretty good lot here of these figures. So pretty happy about those. So these are some boxed toys that I got, and the boxes were in pretty good shape. I did sell 3 of these to one person in a Facebook group, and then the other one to another person in a Facebook collectors group. And here's what those all went for. So as you can see, I got some really cool things and lots more figures this time. And I've been able to sell quite a bit of those figures on a Facebook group that is for Star Wars collectors. I'm actually in a few groups, and so I've been able to sell within a couple of the groups. And as you can see through some of the video, I've already made quite a bit of money back from this haul. And so I do have a third haul that I got, and I will show you that in the next video. But I thank you for watching, and if you like this kind of stuff and want to see what I find next time, make sure you hit the thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed and set those notifications so you get notified when I drop my next video. So I hope you all have a great day, and don't forget, one person's junk is another person's thrift haul. Bye.